Hello everybody, this is not something that I do ever, but we're going to do a kind of sort of vlog type thing right now because today I found out that the local GameStop is closing. It's the end of an era. It's over. It is closing in less than 6 days, which is mind-blowing to me. My son and I decided to visit today after I found out, and he grabbed Super Mario Wonder as his last game from that GameStop. And it's pretty fitting for it to be Mario. Probably one of the first games I got from there was probably Mario. I've been going to that GameStop my entire life. The amount of midnight releases, the amount of times that I went there for the midnight release of Battlefield 1. At the same time, I picked up the World Tour edition of Duke Nukem 3D. I went to the midnight release of Mortal Kombat 11 and participated in a Mortal Kombat X tournament and even won a raffle. I've been there so many times with friends and just spent hours and hours and hours just looking at games as a kid. I bought so many consoles, special editions, and pre-ordered from there my entire life. Even up to this point, 90% of me pre-ordering has just been because I've always done it. I usually know what I like. And it's sad to see it go, really. It's really sad to see it go. It's sad to see it close and an era come to an end because not that many people anymore know what it's like to go to a physical location, go to a GameStop or a cool gaming store. There are others, thankfully, that are even more retro and have even more other than just video games, but it's a lost art. I'm a physical collector, delving more into digital as time goes on, but it's something I'm really gonna miss. Something that I'm really, really gonna miss. I really hope that physical doesn't die completely. I hope GameStop doesn't die completely, but at least the one closest to me is closing down. And for me, it is the end of an era. It is the end of, another aspect of my childhood. It's one of those hard things to see, hard things to understand, wrap your head around. When I heard about it, I was like, that's crazy. And as you're going to see during this, the footage, they're ripping the place apart, they're tearing it down, they're gutting it. It's all gone, pretty much. Sadly, there were no deals or anything for them shutting it down. Maybe somebody needs to go dumpster diving, though. But it's just wild, is all I can say. And it's crazy to see it all gone. It's crazy to be at that point where these things are just going away, where digital is becoming more popular and physical is less of a thing. People don't even know what midnight releases are hardly anymore. Waiting in line outside like I did for Mortal Kombat and others, it was an experience. It was a genuine, interesting experience. And that's an experience that not everybody's going to be able to get. It's an experience that you just don't really get anymore. Nobody pre-orders. Nobody goes to midnight releases. Things are just different. It's not all bad, of course. That's an obvious thing. Digital's allowed indie games to flourish. Has allowed people to make games for cheaper. But man, there's something about those old times, right? Something about all the times and the hours that I spent in that exact GameStop. Or this Walmart, sitting there playing games on the TVs on display, or Kmart, or any of those locations. Staring at games, playing different games on the TVs, whatever they had hooked up. And it was kind of cool seeing my son about a year ago playing Donkey Kong Tropical Freeze on a Switch hooked up in that GameStop. Something I didn't actually think that he would have ever had the opportunity to do. He was sitting and playing Street Fighter 2 on a CRT at a retro game store close to us. And that was awesome. Like, what other kind of kid in this day and age gets to do that? It's awesome. And I want to try to keep that alive for him and for my son to be born. I'll have 2 at that point. I'll keep that love of gaming alive for as long as I can. I think that's it. GameStop's closing. It's the end of an era. And it's one of those kind of markers that say things really are changing for the gaming landscape for me and what I'm used to and what I've experienced up to this point in my life. Thank you guys. And as always, thank you to Midnight Medium, to Osh, to Melancholy Geek, and to John David for the support over on Patreon. If you guys want to support me on Patreon, please go check it out. Like, hit that subscribe button, leave a comment down below, share your memories of GameStop and video game stores and your childhood. I'd love to hear all about it because I have so many memories to share, and I've tried to share so many on this channel. And as always, the Forge is calling, and I must answer. So I'll see you all when the next video has been forged. Good night, and good luck.